Hi, 8th graders. My name is Mrs. Manganello, and I will be your librarian next year when you get to South Brunswick High School. So, it's great to meet all of you. I hope that we get to meet in person before too long, but I wanted to give you a tour of our summer reading site. You'll notice that we are on the library webpage, which we are going to send to you so you know how to get to this particular page. Summer reading is one of our links, and if you click on it, you're going to get a letter from me that tells you a little bit more about summer reading, and it also gives you information about our expectations for you. Now, for our 8th grade rising to 9th grade students, you are going to be in English, and regardless of what English you are in, be it English 1, academic English, or honors English, our assignment for you is you are encouraged to read any book or books of your choosing. That's right, no list, just an expectation that you are reading. We want you to come back in the fall ready to share in a way that you're actually excited about a book that you read over the summer that was meaningful to you. And we're going to give you some recommendations and some help with that. So let me give you a little tour of summer reading here. If your parents have questions about the summer reading plans, you can absolutely direct them here to the letter to district parents, which is from Mrs. Jennings, our English supervisor. All right, so if you scroll down our page, you're going to see 3 different boxes at the bottom of the screen. Reading recommendations, sharing your selections, and joining the journey. Let's start out with reading recommendations. I love to read, and I hope you do. But if you don't and you need a recommendation, or even if you do and you need a recommendation, here are some ways that you can find books that will connect with you. Now, first of all, everything I read, I write about on Goodreads. So you'll find a link to my Goodreads shelf, and you'll find a link to my Instagram. So anything I read will go up on that this summer. We also have some book lists for you. So you could choose fiction if you're a novel reader. You could choose a classic if you're the kind of person that really likes to spend the summer invested in a classic work of literature. Or you could read nonfiction if you're the kind of person that likes sports and wants to read more about them. That's a great choice. We can also do recommendations by genre, which means if you like a particular type of book, a mystery, a thriller, a dystopian, you may find those here. You could also look at some of the public library resources, and we have those linked here as well. Remember, you're looking for something that you want to read, that you connect with. So let's look at fiction just as an example. On our recommendations page, you're going to find a picture of the book. I know, don't judge a book by the cover, but we want you to see or get an idea of what the book might look like. And you're going to get a recommendation. You're also going to get, in some cases, a link to a book talk from me or a link to a student review. So there's lots of different things that you'll find for each of these books. So for example, The Absolutely True Diary of Part-Time Indian, National Book Award winner. So definitely a great book, but also hysterically funny, and the main character is a cartoonist. So that makes for a great read too, because he illustrates parts of the book. So if you are a person that likes cartoons, this might make a great choice. We've got lots of realistic fiction, which you can see here. If you are a fan of Ready Player One, the Steven Spielberg movie, might try Ready Player One, the novel. If you like retro pop culture, this is a great one because it's filled with retro pop culture. And there's a lot of pieces that they couldn't work into the movie that actually make for a great read in the book. So this might be a great jumping off point if you've already seen the movie. If you like sports, Deadline by Chris Kretcher is one of my favorites. This is about a boy named Ben. Ben is going for his routine cross-country physical. He's 18. He just turned his senior year. And he gets a fatal diagnosis. So he has 1 year left to live. And instead of telling his family, his friends, his teachers, he decides he's going to try to live his best year ever. But the consequences might be a little bit more extreme than he realized. We've got lots of things that were turned into movies. We've got great character-driven novels like Copper Sun by Sharon Draper. Amari is one of my favorite characters across all books, partially because the way Sharon Draper makes her voice evolve over the course of the novel depending on her circumstances. We've got, what else do we have here? Oh, if you like mysteries, What Happened to Cass McBride might be a great choice. Cass McBride has gone missing. That's not ruining it for you. The main suspect is in police custody. He is in the interrogation room at the start of the novel. And if he doesn't tell them where Cass is, she may have moments left to live. Let's see. We've got all the John Green books. So if you like John Green, that might make a great choice. And we've got everything from historical fiction to adventure. So Far North, if you liked Hatchet, if you like adventure books, this might make a great choice. Again, the good thing about a plane crash book is it's always good when the plane crashes in the place where no one's looking. They're always looking in the wrong spot. And that's exactly what's happened here. So it takes them some time to figure out just what's happened to Gabe and his family. Those Who Wish Me Dead is coming out in the movies next year. So if you're the kind of person that likes to read a book that's about to be a movie, this might make a great choice. This is about a boy who witnesses a murder. He's put into the witness protection program, and he is out on an outward bound trip, seemingly anonymously, when he realizes the people who are after him are actually hunting him now in the wilderness. So again, if you liked Hatchet, this might make a great read alike. Lots of other choices here, and I will continue to add to this. So if you don't see something that you like, let me know and we will make sure we put it on the list. For those of you that loved And Then There Were None, the Agatha Christie novel, which I love Agatha Christie. She never dates. Her books are great, so you could always pick one of those. 10 is a modern retelling with a twist on the Agatha Christie story, And Then There Were None. So if you like that in 8th grade, this might make a great choice. All right, so we've got lots of good choices as far as fiction is concerned. If you are a nonfiction reader, I've got lots of those too. I'm currently in a nonfiction mood, so I'm reading lots of nonfiction. I just finished Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I'm currently reading The Making of the Princess Bride because it's my favorite movie. So all choices will be posted here, but you may find something that you like that's nonfiction. If you like a memoir, memoirs are great reads because usually if you're writing a memoir, you have an interesting life. Shane Burkaw is a great funny read if you want. I'm warning you, it's irreverent. Irreverent, if you don't know what it means, look it up. But it's a great book to try. Everyone from famous people to people who just have inspiring stories to all sorts of other connections to nonfiction. So if you find something here, fantastic. All right, what else do we want you to know? We want you to know that reading is part of what you're going to be doing, and what's so important to us is that you're able to share what you read. So come back to school prepared to share a book that you really liked. You can begin to do that over the summer on our Padlet. You'll notice that under sharing the suggestions, sharing your selections. We have some students have already posted here, but you're more than welcome to put down the book that you enjoyed reading because we'd love to see what you're reading. We also have a Flipgrid. So if you are the kind of person that loves to take your book and highlight it for someone on camera, like I'm currently going to be reading The Downstairs Girl as soon as this crazy year ends, that's a great choice too. We'd love to see your recommendations on video. Finally, joining the journey. Well, we're not doing many journeys this summer, are we? It's really an interesting summer as far as what is going to be open and what is not. So we're going to keep posting things here as we become aware of them. So if an author is doing something interesting online, this is where I'm going to share it with you. And you'll notice that right now I have the link to the public library, which is a great summer reading program, much of which is going to be virtual this summer, so you can participate from home. And I also have the virtual events that are currently happening at Barnes & Noble. Usually during the summer, they have some great authors that come in to speak about their work. This summer, a lot of those are going to be virtual visits. So again, as things are added, I'm going to add them here. One that I'm going to add the minute I get done with this is Angie Thomas, the author of On the Come Up and The Hate You Give, is doing a great free event next Monday. So June 22nd, if you're watching this before school ends. And that's going to be a free, you can register online. I'm going to put the link here. So those are the kind of events that we're going to be adding. What we really want you to do, and what we really want you to know about South Brunswick High School, is that we care about reading. We want you to find something that you connect with, that you can come back and talk to us about. So while there's no written assignment for your summer assignment, you definitely have to make sure that you're reading and you're engaging with books so that you have something to talk to us about when you come back in the fall. All right, I cannot wait to meet you. I know I've met some of you before, and that's the only hint I'm going to give you, but I am excited to finally see you when we come back in the fall. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions, you can email me at lisa.manganello@sbschools.org, and I can't wait to see you.